Naomi, did you mess up dinner again today? You're really not good at cooking.
I'm so sorry. I'll practice more and do my best to make something everyone will enjoy.
Well, of course. Doing your best is expected, but it might be a bit too much for you. Do you think you'll ever be able to make something that suits our family's taste?
Huh? Was it really that bad?
Well, if effort alone could fix everything, no one would have a hard time. You grew up in a single-parent household, right? Maybe that's why you don't really know what home-cooked meals should taste like.
That's true. I didn't have a father, but I always cherished the meals my mom worked hard to make for us.
Well, that's a nice little story, I guess. But you can't serve such simple meals to our family. This isn't your typical household. Don't forget that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'll study more and try to make better meals.
Study, huh? Do you really think you can manage that? Everything about you just feels so shallow. You act like you're trying, but there's no result to back it up. Honestly, maybe the real mistake was you marrying into this family in the first place.
That's not true. Jack and I love each other, and that's why we got married. So I'll work even harder to meet your expectations.
Love? Love doesn't mean much in a marriage. Reality is a lot harsher. I wonder when you'll finally realize that. This family isn't easy to deal with, and love alone won't get you through it.
You're right. I'll take your words to heart and do my best.
Well, you can try all you want, but honestly, I don't have any expectations. In the end, you'll just end up doing things halfway, won't you? That's how I've felt, watching everything you've done so far.
I had no idea you felt that way.
I just don't think a girl like you is suitable to be the wife of this family. There must have been someone better for my son, and I wonder every day why it had to be you.
I believe that no one is more committed to supporting Jack than I am.
Anyone can say that if it's just about feelings, but you don't meet the standards of this family, do you? And besides, growing up in a single-parent household, I think there's a lot you'll just never understand. Hello there. It's been a little while, hasn't it, Lucy? I hope you've been doing well. I wanted to chat with you about a few things, so I decided to text you.
It's been a while. I've been doing well. How have you been, Amelia? What can I do for you?
I've been feeling awful these past 5 months. Every day there's some kind of issue, and honestly, I'm just exhausted. How did things get like this?
Huh? Did something happen? Did Naomi do something wrong? Can you tell me what's going on?
Oh, you haven't noticed? Well, I'll fill you in. It's been 5 months since your daughter married into our family. Time sure flies, doesn't it? But in that time, she's been completely useless. It's almost like she came into this family for no reason. I find myself frustrated every day. Nothing is going well, and I can even feel the atmosphere in the house getting worse. Isn't there something we can do about this?
So, you're saying it's my daughter's fault. I never imagined something like this would happen. But what exactly is the cause?
Oh, do I really have to spell it out for you? Are you really that clueless? The root of the problem is quite clear.
Excuse me? But I raised my daughter to be someone we can be proud of, no matter where she goes. She might still be adjusting to your household and its routines, so I think she just needs time to learn. Could you please be patient with her?
Lucy, it seems you still don't understand how things work in our family. It isn't an ordinary household. Oh, and Naomi is just as clueless as you are. Since getting married, she's been struggling with the reality of this family.
What do you mean? Has Naomi misunderstood something?
We run one of the top companies in the industry, you know? Our revenue is enormous, and we're on a completely different level from regular folks like you. You wouldn't know this, but our way of life, our level of education, everything is on another dimension. We live in a world that's entirely different, and there's nothing in common between us. You say your daughter is someone you can proudly present anywhere, but to me, she's nothing but an embarrassment. How can you not see that she's unfit for this family? And, well, she did grow up in a single-parent household, didn't she? That alone is already a huge problem.
What's so wrong with coming from a single-parent household? If the structure of the family is so important to you, shouldn't you be able to understand just how hard our daughter has worked? Is it really such a shame to marry someone from a family without both parents?
I'm worried about how it looks to others. The wedding is planned for next year, but I don't want people to find out that my son married a girl from such a family. Honestly, I want them to get divorced as soon as possible. That would be best for her family.
My daughter may not have a father anymore, but so what? Her worth isn't determined by her parents, and I don't understand why you'd call it a shame.
Of course you wouldn't. Parents who couldn't even manage to stay married wouldn't get it. Naomi's just a victim in all this, isn't she? How sad, really. This all happened because you married a loser. You two split up and ended up raising her in a single-parent household. The real problem here is the mother, isn't it?
I have no plans to dive into the past, but looking down on us when you know nothing is a bit much, don't you think?
Oh, did I hit a nerve? Are you upset? But you've lived as long as I have, right? You should be able to imagine how hard Naomi has it after hearing what I've said. She's not welcome in this family. You might want to be ready for your daughter to come back home soon.
Mom, it's me. Sorry for the delayed response. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I've had some free time here and there, but I just didn't have the chance to message you on WhatsApp. I'll definitely come back next month for Dad's memorial.
Naomi, are you okay?
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, how things are going at Jack's house. I've been worried that Emilia might be saying something harsh to you. Since you haven't said anything, I've been even more anxious. I'm always thinking about you.
Did Emilia reach out to you? Did she say something?
Well, she did contact me, yes. But even after hearing from her, I don't know all the details. That's why I wanted to ask you directly. By the way, are you calling her by her first name? What's going on with that?
Yeah, she said she doesn't consider herself my mother, even out of obligation. That's how she sees it, so I don't call her mother or anything.
I see. It must have been tough hearing that, but you don't have to force yourself to accept it.
I'm sorry, Mom. I feel like I've caused you so much trouble, and I really regret that.
Why would this be your fault? You have no reason to regret marrying Jack. None at all.
But I feel like it's because I married Jack that things turned out this way.
What are you talking about? You haven't done anything wrong. You and Jack got married because you love each other. And there's no reason to doubt that decision. You both truly love each other, right? That hasn't changed, has it?
Yeah, I'm really glad we got married. Every day with Jack is a happy one. Being with him brings me so much joy.
That's good. If you're happy, that's what matters most. But Naomi, I don't want you to push yourself too hard.
if living with them becomes too difficult, there's nothing wrong with talking to Jack about it. I'm sure he'll understand your feelings and support you. He loves you, so I'm confident he'll always put you first. Yeah, you're right. But Mom, I've only been living here for 5 months, you know. It's still so early and I think it's too soon to give up. Right now, my relationship with Amelia isn't great, to be honest. But I still want to try a little harder. Naomi, I understand how you feel. I want them to get to know me better. And I also want to understand Amelia and the others more. So I want to keep trying a little longer. If that's what you've decided, I won't say anything. But I just want you to take care of yourself too. No matter how much effort you put in, if you push yourself too hard, you'll end up breaking down both physically and mentally. I understand. Thanks, Mom. I'll see you next month. I'll make all your favorite dishes for you. Take it easy when you're here, okay?
Lucy, do you have a minute? I hate to break it to you, but Naomi won't be able to come back. Hope you don't take it personally.
What? It's my husband's memorial.
It seems that way, but Naomi has some important work to do here at our house. We need her to prioritize that, otherwise, it would be quite inconvenient for us.
Work that takes precedence over a parent's memorial? Is it really something that important? A Memorial Day only comes once a year, and it's such a significant day for the family.
Oh, absolutely! Our beloved dogs suddenly ran away. I couldn't believe it myself. Naomi is out there chasing after them as we speak. We should really appreciate her efforts, don't you think? Obviously, the escape of our family dogs is more important than a Memorial Day, isn't it? After all, unlike your husband, they're still alive. We can't just abandon them, can we?
Unlike my husband because they're alive? I can't believe you'd say something like that.
Oh, why are you so shocked? I'm just stating the facts. I thought maybe you got divorced because of an affair or gambling. But then I found out he had actually passed away. Well, it seems luck wasn't on your side, was it? That's just how it goes sometimes, doesn't it? But anyway, I'm relieved that you understand, Lucy. It's such a help to have someone who can see things clearly.
Please tell my daughter to contact me once things settle down. I sincerely hope that the dogs are found safe and sound as soon as possible. Take care. Mom, do you have a minute? Sorry for texting you so late. Are you still awake? If you're asleep, I'll reach out again tomorrow. I'm awake. What's going on? Well, you know... Did something happen again? Mom? I'm sorry. I can't take it anymore. Today, Amelia burned the last family photo I had with Dad. What? And then everything just hit me all at once. I realized I can't live in this house anymore. I'm so sorry for making you worry so much all this time. I finally realized that the way I've been trying is all wrong. I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to cut ties with Amelia and the others. Jack feels the same way. That's the right choice. Huh? You don't have to endure such a painful life. Thank you. I wish I could have been accepted by Amelia and the rest of them. But it looks like that's just not gonna happen. It's been less than 6 months since we moved in together. I kept wondering if I just wasn't patient enough. What are you talking about? There are some things in life that you don't need to put up with. But back in the day, even if people wanted to stop living together, they weren't allowed to, right? When I think about how everyone in the past endured to meet the expectations of society and family, I start to think that maybe I'm just not patient enough and blame myself. Compared to what people went through in the past, my problems must seem so small. And when I think about that, I feel like I should be trying harder.
The past is the past and now is now. As times change, so do values. Patience isn't always a virtue, and it doesn't necessarily lead to happiness. No one wants to be hurt, and deep down, no one wants to suffer. Forcing yourself isn't always the right thing to do. In today's world, if you can choose to live separately, that's the best option. The most important thing is to protect your mind and your health.
Yeah, you're right. Hearing your words puts me at ease. But there's one thing I'm still really worried about.
What is it? What's making you feel so anxious?
Jack agrees that we should leave the house, but I'm scared that if we really do leave, Amelia might try to retaliate. That's what's frightening me. Plus, I found out that the company you work for does business with my father-in-law's company. That just adds to my anxiety. Amelia even said before that getting you fired would be easy for her.
Oh, she said something like that, huh? What an incredibly arrogant person. But don't worry, Naomi.
Are you really sure everything's okay? I mean, the company you work for is just a small-town factory. And with Amelia's influence, I'm worried something might happen.
Even a small company is solid if it's well managed. You don't need to worry about that. Just because it's a small-town factory doesn't mean it's weak. Our company has survived on years of trust.
I know that, but I still can't shake the feeling of anxiety.
Naomi, there's really nothing for you to worry about. Actually, there's something I haven't told you yet.
Huh? Something you haven't told me? Is it something serious?
Yes, it's important, and I'd like Jack to hear it as well. So when you two leave the house, could you come to my place? I'll explain everything then. Lucy, what on earth is your daughter thinking? It's shocking how poorly she's been raised. Your daughter has done something absolutely outrageous. What did Naomi do? She took my son Jack as a hostage and left the house. Really? That's funny because it seems like Jack was also in favor of leaving. Did you know this? Yes. It seems Naomi has reached her limit and all the horrible treatment. I fully supported their decision to live separately. Jack left a note saying he's even stepping down as the family heir. Do you even understand what that means? I'm sorry. As a regular person, I don't quite get it. Like mother, like daughter, I suppose. This just proves how poor your parenting was. It's unbelievable that you'd go so far as to sever his relationship with his parents, just to steal him away. In a normal family, this would never happen. Your household's poor upbringing is clearly to blame. I don't think there was anything wrong with how I raised my daughter. But I do have to admit, there's something about family ties. No matter how much you try to prevent it, sometimes your bloodline shows itself in unexpected ways in these situations. What? What are you even talking about? Are you trying to joke your way out of this? Enough of this nonsense. Tell me where my son is right now. I don't want to waste any more time with this back and forth. I'll go pick him up myself and bring him back. I'm sorry, but I absolutely won't tell you. When Naomi and Jack got married, we thoroughly looked into you as well as his mother. It's only natural to be prepared, right? Oh, I see. Well, good job. I hear you've been working at the same company since your husband passed away. For 30 years, at a small-town factory, slowly but steadily. It seems you've managed to make a decent profit, but in the end, it's still just a small-time factory job. One word from our company, and it would be easy to shut down your little operation.
Oh, is that so? I didn't expect to hear something like that, honestly.
Do you even understand what I'm saying? What are you really thinking?
Yes, I fully understand.
Then tell me where they are. For your own good, it's best not to resist any further.
No, I won't. That's the one thing I absolutely cannot do.
Do you think I won't take action? How laughable. I understand how you feel now. But soon enough, you'll realize just how powerless you are. You'll learn the hard way. Just sit back and watch. Hey, this is definitely your doing, isn't it? I know it for sure. What's going on here? Lucy, what have you done?
What's going on?
I tried to pressure your company a bit, thinking I'd crush it. But now all of our business partners are suddenly canceling their contracts with us. What on earth is happening? I never imagined it would turn out like this.
I was simply trying to do the same thing you did, Emilia. And as for the results, I think you know better than anyone what's happening.
Are you kidding me? There's no way someone like you working at a small town factory could pull off something this big. What did you do?
Well, it's understandable you'd think that, but I didn't do it with my own power alone. I had the help of my family.
What? Your family?
That's right. It seems you didn't dig too deeply into my family background, focusing only on my current life. My family runs one of America's leading companies. You probably aren't aware, but their influence is quite significant.
What? No way! But you live in an ordinary apartment. How could the daughter of a big corporation live in a place like that?
Yes, I do live in a regular apartment, but that's because I've chosen a life that fits my own means. I don't rely on any financial support from my family. My husband and I essentially eloped, and we've built our life on our own without leaning on my parents' wealth.
Is that really true? It's hard to believe.
I understand why you'd find it hard to believe. But even if you can't trust my words, perhaps seeing what's happening to your company now might convince you a bit, right?
That might be true, but
I never wanted to use my family's influence like this. But I couldn't just stand by and watch as you tried to destroy my daughter's happiness. Both my parents are still alive, and I'm their only daughter. So I had to humble myself and ask for their help. The only good outcome from all of this was that my daughter finally got to meet her grandparents. So in a way, I guess I should thank you for that.
Then there's no problem at all. If Naomi is the granddaughter of such a large company, there's no reason for me to oppose her being the wife in our family. But when I tried to crush the company you work for, all our business partners started canceling their contracts with us.
I was just doing what you tried to do, Emilia.
Are you joking? There's no way someone like you working at a small town factory could pull off something like that.
That's correct, which is why I had to rely on my family's influence.
What?
It seems you didn't dig too deeply into my family background, only focusing on my current life. My family runs one of America's leading companies.
What? No way! But you live in an ordinary apartment.
Yes, I live a life that suits my means.
If you were really the daughter of a big corporation, you wouldn't be living in some cheap rental.
I don't receive any support from my family. To be honest, my husband and I essentially eloped. I left home to escape an arranged marriage to someone my parents had chosen for me.
Is that really true?
Even if you can't trust what I'm saying, can't you see the truth from the current situation you're facing?
That might be true, but
I never wanted to use my family's influence like this, but I couldn't sit by and watch you try to destroy my daughter's happiness. Both of my parents are still alive, and I'm their only daughter, so I had to swallow my pride and ask for their help. The one positive thing that came out of this is that my daughter finally got to meet her grandparents. So, in a way, I should thank you for that.
Then there's no problem at all. Naomi is the granddaughter of a big corporation, right? That means there's no reason for me to oppose her being part of our family.
Please stop with these ridiculous jokes. Do you really think what you've done to Naomi is forgivable? Since she moved in with you, you've been bullying her nonstop, haven't you? Serving her leftovers while everyone else ate proper meals? Forcing her to weed the large yard until past midnight? You even let the dogs out on purpose so she couldn't go to her father's memorial. And most recently, you burned the last family photo she had with her father, didn't you?
Well, that's because I thought Naomi wasn't good enough for my son. But I promise I'll never do anything like that again.
There's no from now on. Actually, Jack has already agreed to become an adopted son-in-law into my family in a few years. This is already a set decision.
Excuse me? An adopted son-in-law?
Yes, that's right. My father has taken a great liking to Jack's sincerity and hard work. He values Jack's abilities and has decided to have him work at his company. Jack is open to the idea and is looking forward to building his future with us.
But Jack is supposed to be our heir. How did it come to this?
It seems Jack doesn't want that.
What?
He says he doesn't want to be bound by your expectations and wants to choose his own path. We're supporting him in that decision. From what I've heard, most of the senior members of your company are family. And there are several candidates lined up for the next president, aren't there? Even without Jack, your company should run just fine.
Don't be ridiculous. Jack is the only direct descendant of the main family. If a branch family child becomes the heir, what happens to our standing? That's something I can never allow.
Well, it sounds like an exciting turn of events where the outcome is already becoming clear, doesn't it? Well, one thing is certain. If you had truly wanted Jack to be your heir, you should have accepted Naomi from the start. It's because of your interference that things have come to this.
If I had known from the beginning that Naomi was the granddaughter of a major corporation, I never would have opposed her.
So, there was never anything wrong with Naomi herself, right? Your opposition was solely based on her upbringing and environment, wasn't it?
You're right. Naomi wasn't the problem. In fact, I think she did very well. Maybe I misjudged her from the beginning.
However, you used that very environment as an excuse to treat her terribly. I have no intention of forgetting what you've done. And from now on, there will be no further contact between Naomi and you.
Lucy, please wait. I admit I was wrong, but Jack is our only heir. Please don't take him away.
I understand how you feel, but it's too late now. Jack has made his decision, and he wants to cherish his new life with Naomi as they look forward to their future together.
Lucy, please, I'm begging you. I truly regret everything I did to Naomi. I will apologize, and from now on, I promise to treat her as she deserves. So please, let me keep Jack.
No matter how much you apologize, the decision has already been made. Jack has also decided that he wants to end his relationship with you all. That's his decision, and as his parent, you'll have to accept it.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I accept Jack and Naomi's marriage, and I'll apologize for everything that's happened. Please forgive me.
Whether I forgive you or not is irrelevant. We have nothing to do with each other anymore. Besides, this is the decision your son made. I have no right to change it. So please, enjoy your life on your own from now on. No! Lucy, please help me! Afterward, I firmly requested that Emilia stop interfering with our company. Thanks to the loss of her influence, we were able to protect the company. I'm truly relieved that we were able to preserve the trust we had built over the years. And more than anything, I'm overjoyed that my daughter and her husband can now live in peace. As for what happened to Emilia after that, not only did she lose her son, but she also became isolated within the company. With her influence gone, she was no longer taken seriously by anyone. And eventually, her position in the company became unstable. Her ruthless ways caused even her relatives to distance themselves from her. And I've heard that control of the company passed to another family member. The once luxurious life she boasted about crumbled, and she now lives quietly in a small apartment. She's lost the wealth she once prided herself on and has become just a lonely woman. As for me, I plan to continue supporting my daughter and her husband from the shadows, ensuring they can lead a peaceful and happy life. Can you do me a favor? I need to talk with you now. I'll try to be brief.
There's no one around the desk right now, so you're good to go.
Good to hear that. My company's having a year-end party early because it's a busy season at the end of the year. I'd like to attend too, so is that okay?
Are the participants only women?
It's our department's year-end party, so there's no way it's only for women. But we're all colleagues who work together all the time. They are the people I know, supervisors and colleagues.
Don't you remember what I always tell you? I don't want you to go if any guy is involved. How many times have I told you? Just don't go to the year-end party.
What? But all of my colleagues will be attending the year-end party. It's a party to say thank you for all your hard work over the past year. I can't be the only one to miss it. It's too painful. It's a work-related event, so let me attend.
Even if it's for work, I won't let you attend if there's a guy there. You should think about how I feel. You don't know what happens when you get drunk. You have no idea what drunken men will do to you. Anyway, give up on the year-end party.
No way. I've never heard of anyone with alcohol-related issues in my company. The attendees aren't all men, you know. I'll sit next to a woman during the year-end party, and I'll talk to women only. I promise, so you should let me attend.
That's gonna be hard. If your boss or a male employee were to talk to you, can you completely ignore them? I don't think you can do that.
Well, you're right.
You can't, can you?
But hey, it's really nothing to worry about. Of course, I'll go home right away after the party is finished. I haven't been able to go to one of these since we got married.
I wonder why you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. You don't understand the state of mind of a man with alcohol in his veins.
I know, but it's not like that.
People usually change their attitude after drinking alcohol. Sexual harassment is all over the news nowadays, and it's often triggered during a drinking party. I can't let you be a victim of that.
Sexual harassment? Isn't that a leap too far? Because my colleagues are really not that kind of people. I'm always absent from the drinking parties, so I have to attend once in a while. I think it's important to socialize with the people at work.
Are you telling me that your company forces you to attend the year-end party? If it's true, I think you should leave the company right away. It doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't think you get the point.
I never once told you to work, did I? I'm working, so I wanted you to be a housewife.
I'm proud of the work I do. You know that, don't you? There's no way I can quit so easily.
Then don't attend the year-end party. You don't have to force yourself to attend if your husband doesn't want you to do that. If you want to have a tea party with just the women, it's fine. There will be many male employees at the party, and drinking alcohol is out of the question. So my answer is absolutely not.
I've never once told you that there are crazy people in my office, have I? And yet, what are you always worried about? You won't even let me attend the year-end party. It's just strange. Do you think I'm that untrustworthy? Please, let me join the party this time.
Do you really want to go to a drinking party with men so badly?
I didn't mean it that way.
Okay, then let's have a divorce.
Why would you do that? Isn't that too extreme?
I don't think you're satisfied to have me as your husband.
What on earth are you talking about? I'm just saying I'd like to attend the year-end party, okay?
Are you trying to cheat on me?
No kidding.
You're trying so hard to convince your husband since you want to mingle with the guys, aren't you? That means you're thinking about having an affair. Or is there a man you're already having an affair with? I can't stay married with a woman like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's just socializing at work. I believe almost every company in this country has a year-end party. Could you please consider about that?
I care about you. I always think of you first. I'm so anxious and worried. Can't you understand my feelings too? I beg you, please don't participate. If you keep this up, I'm going to lose my mind.
That much? I don't know what you're worried about. It's a little crazy somehow. Okay, I got it. But we're a couple, so I wish you'd trust me more. I won't attend the party, but you should at least understand that my position is at stake.
I understand. I'm sorry. I know in my head that I shouldn't do this. It's selfish of me, right? I hate myself for that.
No worries. Besides, I'm too embarrassed to report my divorce to people around me at a drinking party.
I'm your loving husband, so how can there be divorce? But I'm well aware that what I said was just too much. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that. Sorry it took so long. I'm going back to work.
Okay then. Thanks to you that I'll be able to work in peace.
Jasper, are you busy right now? Do you have a minute?
What's up?
I just wanted to ask you.
What is it?
Did you go to the convenience store today?
I went there to get my lunch. What about it?
I made you pack lunch, but you went out to buy lunch?
Yeah, I got invited, so I just went. I thought I'd get some dessert.
Anyway, who was that person walking with you?
My subordinate in the same department. Did you see us? Were you out there too?
Yeah, I had a meeting, so I went by your office. Then, I happened to see you and that person.
I see. You should have called out to me. We're a married couple, so no need to hesitate.
Huh? Hold on a sec. You were walking holding hands with a woman I don't know, right? Do you think I'm just going to call out to you so easily?
What? I was only holding a plastic bag, so there's no way that I was holding hands with a woman. Are you sure you saw the right person?
I think so. I couldn't believe my eyes, so I took a picture. You went out this morning in this suit. Here's the picture. So, the woman you were walking with is your subordinate, right? Are you working in a company that allows you to hold hands with your subordinates?
We're not holding hands. Isn't it just because of the picture that it looks like that? I just happened to be walking beside her. She dropped something and I just picked it up for her. I think you took the picture the moment I handed the thing she dropped.
Is that so? I was too surprised, so I decided to follow you both. I even saw you guys go straight into a hotel. You kept me on a tight leash, but you were out there cheating on me with a woman. I can't believe you dared to do that.
Why not? I need a break, don't I? I don't have a choice.
What do you mean by a break?
I think about you all the time. I think about you so much that sometimes I go crazy. And I get tired of being alone. When I'm tired of thinking about you and I'm tired of working, I'm just so exhausted. My subordinate asked me if I'd like to take a break, so I took her offer.
Are you kidding me? So you're telling me that your relaxation is cheating? I don't feel good about this. You're too restrictive to begin with. You don't even let me socialize, so I'm left to fend for myself. But look at what you've done.
You are surrounded by men, Anne. How can I let you socialize with those people? I'm worried about you.
I'm not surrounded by men all the time. As I've said many times, they're my boss and colleagues at work.
Even if they are, it's unforgivable.
What's unforgivable about that? I don't understand.
Women aren't supposed to have relationships with men other than their husbands.
I'm not having a relationship with my boss and colleagues. If you think so, I can say the same thing to your subordinate. I've never been in a relationship with anyone other than my husband.
But you wanted to go to the year-end party so badly.
It's just a year-end party. Isn't that normal?
No, it's not normal. It's unforgivable. You're like that. That's why you need my supervision, right? Because you tried to go out drinking with other guys.
Most people drink at parties, aren't they? Then what about you? Not just drinking. You went to a hotel in broad daylight, holding hands with a girl. Isn't that too selfish?
I was just trying to take a little break. What's wrong with that? I'm busy watching you while working. I'm tired many times more than you, so it's obvious that I need to take a break. Don't you care about me?
Are you crazy? Do you know what you're saying? Are you asking me to let you cheat behind my back?
Yeah, maybe you're right. It was cheating. So it's not the same as infidelity, okay?
I don't think so.
I was just taking a break. You're not having an affair with another man, are you?
Absolutely not.
You can say whatever you want. I don't know if it's true or not. I'll do whatever I want with another woman.
What a lame excuse. All right then, if you insist, I'll allow you to take a break.
Oh, okay. You just have to understand. This is all for your own good.
Yeah, I know that you're always busy with work. Also, that you're always thinking about me. That's why you're tired, right?
That's right. You know that so well. I'm a loving husband, and there's no man in my company who can compete with me for that. Everyone knows that fact.
Yes, I get it. I can't believe that you have such a shallow thinking. Then I need a break too. I'm exhausted from being watched by you every single day.
Huh?
Well, I'm busy with work, but I have to deal with your feelings every day. So I get tired too.
Is that so? You're not tired, are you? Because I'm the one who's thinking about you.
I'm very tired. That's why I need to take a break, right? If I don't take a break, I'm going to get neurotic.
I agree with you. That's true. I knew you'd understand.
Of course I do. I'm your wife. Let's take a break.
You're right. You're the most understanding person I know.
Glad to hear that. This whole thing has given me a lot to think about. I'll try to think of a way to have a break. Of course, you're free to do whatever you want to.
Seems like you've changed all of a sudden, but I'm proud of you. Thanks for putting me first.
I'm glad you're happy. Do you want something to eat for dinner?
What's up all of a sudden? Are you home early today?
It's not particularly early.
Well, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a drinking party today.
Oh, really? Sorry for asking that.
What did you apologize?
Today was your day to take a break, wasn't it?
How did you know?
Because I decided I'd be the best wife for you.
I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. How do you know my schedule?
Oh, I checked your schedule yesterday. It's my duty as your wife to keep track of your schedule. It was very carefully written and easy to understand. Oh, and from now on, I'll support you with all my might.
Huh? I don't get it.
I've been thinking a lot about how I should take a break. At first, I didn't know what to do. But when I found out how you take a break, I thought maybe there's something I'm not doing right. So you needed to take a break, right?
Yes, but you don't have to be so serious about that.
No, I've been very sorry for myself so far. I've been thinking what I can do to make it easier for me. So, I came to a conclusion that I should give you my full support. Great idea, right?
Yes, it is. You're still the best wife I've ever had. I never thought I'd be loved like this. Thank you.
I'm not sure whether you are loved or not, but I'll make sure I'm there to support you. That's how I take a break.
But, the content doesn't look good to me. What are you going to support me for?
You don't have to worry about that. Just do what I tell you to do. I was just explaining the details. Anyway, you'll miss the check-in at the hotel I've reserved.
What hotel? I don't remember making any reservation for that.
That's why I'm here to help you. You've got a busy work schedule, don't you? I'm going to be your cheerleader from now on, for your best relaxation.
What? Seriously? You booked me a hotel room?
Yes, I did. I told you I'd do my best to help you relax, didn't I? Since you let me do it, I won't do anything halfway. I'll do my best. I'll send you the location of the hotel I booked. Now just concentrate on getting the job done quickly.
Oh, come on. No matter how much I want to relax, you don't even have to do that.
I told you I'll do my best, didn't I? I just want you to have the best relaxation you can get. I'm booking you a room 30 minutes after the end of your working hour. It's near your office. I've already paid for it on my end. All you have to do is to take your coworker with you. If you have time, you should tell her right away. Don't forget.
Hey, are you serious?
Of course I am. I'm not a person who likes black joke. I'm sorry for not being a good wife to you, so I've given you the best hospitality. You won't have any complaints either, will you? I'm sure you'll find the relaxation satisfying.
You want me to go to the hotel with my coworker?
Yes. It's the best, isn't it?
No way. I think something's wrong. This is a lie, right? I don't want you cheering me up like this, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about? You told me that you're tired all the time because of your job and me. Besides, you need a break from your exhaustion, don't you? That's why I'm doing everything I can to cheer you up. That's all. So, are you almost done with work? I have to hurry or I'll be late for my appointment.
Today, I might have to work late.
Why? You'll get tired if you keep working so much. You have to relax with your coworker.
She might have to work late too.
What? That's not good. You'll get tired again. Relaxation is something you have to do as much as you can, right? You have to do that.
No, that's enough. Please, just quit. Cancel the hotel, will you? It's my fault. Don't worry about that.
Oh no. If you keep pushing yourself, you'll choke and collapse. If both of you are so busy with work, I'll ask your boss to reduce your workload. If you don't do that, you won't be able to relax. I'm preparing the best situation for you, Jasper. Do you want me to call your office?
Please, don't do that. It's my fault. Just quit calling the company, please.
Why? You said it was important to take a break, didn't you? I was sorry and I've changed my mind. I'm going to do everything in my power to support your relaxation. I should be the one complaining to your company, right? That's my job as your wife.
Okay, I get it. I don't need to take a break anymore. So you don't even have to give me your full support. Besides, I'm going straight home today.
Don't say that. I was trying my best to support your relaxation, so you can relax with your coworker.
Enough. I understand what you're trying to tell me. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it when I get home today. That will be my new way to take a break.
What? That's not what you were saying. You don't have to be shy with me. I'll do my best to support your relaxation. That way, I won't have to be monitored by you.
Oh no.
I had been mistakenly thinking that Jasper loved me because he was being overprotective, and I was listening to what he told me. But I realized that my love for him had cooled because of his unbelievable excuses. When I witnessed the scene of the affair, I immediately thought that I can get a divorce. He didn't seem like a man I could have a serious discussion with. I decided to play the fool with him as long as I could. I thought I would be lucky if he left me while I was fooling around. When Jasper came home that day, he apologized sincerely. But when I told him that I'll do my best to support his relaxation, he looked pale and stormed out of the house. After that, I officially divorced him. I got alimony from both of them and am investing in myself. Thanks to them, I'm about to get a good job.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!